Yeah, I guess that just like trying to find out more, and then I'll probably just end up following their lead, obviously, right? Because I've never hunted before.
Yep. I think that's fair. I don't think that's an absurd thing for you to assume. Um, okay. So you're not necessarily doing anything to do anything to help, but you're also not doing anything to hurt either. Okay.
Right.
You're trying to follow the lead and learn how to hunt. All right, that makes a lot of sense to me. Well done, Tuck.
Yep. Never
North.
hunted in the snow. I'm doing something very similar.
You're just following along too.
I am gonna try like look and just try to be helpful, but mainly watch and let them do their thing.
Okay. I need Tuck. I want you to roll intelligence with Boone. Yep, perfect. 9. Yep. All right. Lonely and North.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, North. You can roll intellect as well. I would say yeah, intellect, and also with Boone.
I let.
That's fine. 11 is far. You got it. Don't worry. That's good. I'll take that. Yes. As you travel through this icy, snowy place, this new world, really, you start to grasp where you are, what you're doing, the understanding of how they're moving. These are hunters. They've done this their whole lives. This is nothing new to them. This is just a new place that they're enjoying, really. They show you either through words or actions, this is how you ride this horse correctly. This is how you move through snow. This is how you help the horse step carefully and quietly. This is how you watch the horizon, right? You start to pick this up. I mean, it's been 45 minutes, right? Almost an hour, maybe an hour and a half at this point. You're not really sure. Time is weird here. The sky is still dark. You see a tinge of that purple reddish light as you move your way through this environment. And you start to see. You start to understand. You start to see the the beauty of the environment. What these hunters see. The way the snow blows just across, that ephemeral gust of snow across the ground. The way the rocks stick up like little gray gnomes, if you will, to pardon the term. The way that you can see the environment going endlessly. You can see this endless plain, this sense of everything, and you start to learn. So, what I will say, having said all that, is no one has spotted anything yet. No one has made any attempts to tell anyone anything. But you do know that they seem to be starting to. One of them does seem to find a trail, or at the very least, the inklings of a trail. And he points it out to the rest of you. And you can see very, very faintly a hoof print in the snow, almost as large
I'm
as your saddle.
Jesus. I was about to ask the size of it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's ridiculous. So
So, what I'll ask you now, what are you going to do going forward? I'm going to make you roll one more thing. We're rolling animal handling or riding for you, and Tuck, I need you to roll your intellect again with Boone.
so animal handling for me.
10. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Tuck. And you need riding.
Yeah,
Regular.
a
Yep,
10.
10. Perfect. You're
Uh
starting to find yourselves in the saddle at this point. I think North especially, you're really feeling comfortable now. You've got everything settled back into place, and you're starting to kind of pick up your speed and feel more natural. And you're starting to be comfortable in this moment. You're starting to see the ground, see this hunt, right? Um, you're starting to really understand your animal, and you're starting to grow a great appreciation for how this animal responds to you, because it does respond to you. It's quite comfortable with you now. It's it's the epitome of horse flesh. I would say, to be so bluntly. This is an animal that has been bred for centuries, millennia, technically, because it traces its roots all the way back to Genghis Khan. This is an old animal that's been bred repeatedly and repeatedly and genetically given advantages. It's been treated with reverence. And you can tell this thing is an excellent animal. And Tuck, I will say, with a 10, you do learn how to ride. You can add riding or animals and riding to your sheet. It takes Box a while to get you comfortable in the saddle, but with Box overseeing it, I will say you do actually get a sense for how to correctly do the thing. And he looks at you with pride, and he lets the reins go, and he lets you take control. As the hunt is going well, you have a trail. You've both learned how to ride now. And now it's going to be up to the realities of the environment and if the animal is more capable than the hunter, as it were. And I'm going to pivot back to Knight real quick. Knight.
Yes.
Is there anything else Maddox would be doing?
After that, after they've ridden away, Maddox would. What would Maddox do? Maddox found out information. He knows the location.
How does he spend his day? It's about what I'll give you a time scale. I'll even give you like an analogy for a clock. So we'll call it a 24-hour clock.
Mhm.
You'd be at maybe 0600. It's pretty early. Like the scientists
6
you talk to,
a.m.?
it's like 6 a.m.
Damn,
But
they got up early.
they did get up early, yes, absolutely. But you also have to remember this is like a 36-hour day, so it's a
Yeah.
little weird how time works, right?
So what time does it feel like?
I
Does
would
it
say
feel
it
like
feels
6
like
a.m.?
it feels like 4 a.m. technically.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Time
Okay.
is fucking with you, man. You've been here a day. Time is
Yeah, I
really
know.
fucking with you. On the ship, it's a
Maddox
24-hour
is
day.
So Maddox went to bed fucking early.
What I can give you is think of it as 3 12-hour shifts, right? So you have day, night, and then a weird twilight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Think of it that way.
And we're at the
We're at
the weird
twilight.
twilight.
We're at twilight edging into day is where we're at.
Okay. So I don't feel tired.
No,
It's
no, you don't.
just that weird time. Okay.
It's a very odd time, yes, for you. It's a weird feeling.
Maddox is no, he can't. He's not gonna train.
We'll say it's been an hour since you got up and you.
Maddox is gonna check on all the equipment that we have. He's gonna make sure that the snowmobiles are functional
Okay.
and in correct order.
It cracks me up because last time he did that shit, he broke it.
I broke 2 of the 5.
That's
we
true.
bought.
You
Alright,
did.
that's fine.
So here's what I'm gonna say to that. Have you been able to extract yourself from Shirley?
No. I think
Okay. No.
he would just.
You can roll for it if
he-
you'd like to.
He doesn't.
Does he want to be extracted from
what
Shirley?
Is it?
Does he get distracted or does he?
I mean, she's got her
Wait.
hand in your back pocket still.
No,
She's kinda
Maddox
just
doesn't give a fuck
engaging
about this.
with the
It's
world.
It's too early for that shit.
It's too early for that.
Um,
Okay.
for
Then
that.
she'd
Maddox
go
has
with you.
got
Then.
a job to do.
She'd go with you then.
Yeah.
She's kind of just chattering in your ear, just kind of engaging with you, just meaningless, simple things. Talking about the planet and the ionosphere of the planet and the structural
No idea.
integrity of the outpost. And, oh, that's cute. And then just kind of following you and chattering. With her hand in your back pocket still.
I'm getting talked at. I'm not even getting talked to.
You know.
Uh,
But yes,
yeah,
I would say if you want to go do that, you can go do that. And considering you have a Vrankari with you,
mhm.
you can probably do this with a very easy score. So I'll say you go ahead and roll something for. Do you have engineering or do you have mechanics of some kind?
Fuck no.
Okay, let me figure out what those are real
I
quick. Hold
have
on.
drive, and
Intellect.
that's it.
Is it intellect form? Okay, well then roll your
I
intellect.
imagine it would be.
What I'm going to tell you is you can roll at Boone as she continues to talk at you.
An 11. Thank God.
She corrects you.
Jesus.
She corrects you where necessary. She says, "What the
Ugh.
fuck are you doing? That's not how you put together that. That's
Just-
not correct.
I'm
She
What are
just
you
loading.
doing?"
squeezes his ass.
Yep,
like,
squeezes
I'm
ass.
just
She eventually
loading-
extracts.
I'm loading.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm just loading it up with equipment.
Well, that's not how I do it. Your structural is. That's not gonna hold load. That's not how that works.
Okay.
Your straps are wrong.
Yes. Okay.
All right,
Sorry,
now
Dad.
she finally extracts her hand from your back pocket and helps you strap everything down and kind
Yeah,
of go
I'm
everything.
trying to load. Yeah, as much equipment as I possibly fucking can onto these snowmobiles, and I'm gonna try to find. We have what? We have 5 of them.
Yes, I think so.
Do we know how the scientists are getting to this fucking location?
No one's talked to them, so I'd say no.
Shit. Well, Maddox has another scene that he has to do before, but yeah, he's just gonna fix it. And then,
We'll fade
talk
back
about-
to the other side of the
Yeah.
party, and we'll leave you guys working on the wrenching on the snowmobiles. She's pulled her. She's got her little shirt up in a crop top now. She's having a ball. She's
Pull
got
the
her hair.
goggles down over
She got her
eyes.
goggles down. She's got her hair back. She's wrenching away. She's got grease all over her.
She a
You guys are
pinup
having a
girl
grand
now?
old time.
Made her a pinup girl.
I mean, that's what's on the back of
She
his
is a
suit.
pinup.
So yeah,
She is a
Yeah.
pinup girl.
technically, yeah.
Anyone walks by, they see her, and they look at Maddox. It's like
She's like drenching herself down, just.
In
And Maddox
water.
is like,
she's not making
cherry pie. Yep.
not making it subtle at all.
Not making
Maddox
it subtle
is-
at all. Maddox is sitting there
It's
with an
too
open mouth.
early for that.
Either that
got
or
a
I just
job.
imagine him with his jaw on the floor, like, huh? All right, we'll fade to black there, and we'll move back over to the rest of the party on the hunt. It has been, like I said, it's probably been about an hour and a half now at this point into this hunt. It's still cold, but you've kind of grown used to it at this point. Everyone's kind of engaging now with the hunt very seriously. I would say you can roll your intellect with Boone twice over now. Both of you. Not twice over. Both of you roll Boone intellect. That's pretty good, Tuck.
I don't
He
think-
got 3 6s.
Did he really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right, well, we'll have to
Fuck
engage with that.
you.
We'll have to engage with that. North, roll intellect Boone.
How do you get 3 6s? How do you see that?
So how Boone works in this game is you roll 3 2d6s instead of 2, right? So regular rolls are 2d6, and when you get a Boone, you roll another 1d6, and you take the highest 2. But you just rolled
Oh, I
3d6, 3 6s.
So you get
Which-
12.
I mean, it's a natural 12, so either way, I mean, you've succeeded
That's
completely.
basically getting a nat 20 on top of a nat 20.
Basically, roll your fucking intellect.
Sorry, I was getting talked to.
Oh, okay,
Boss
all right.
is saying
He's
something
getting
to me.
talked at.
I was getting talked at, yeah.
Getting talked at.
Shirley was in his
I
ear.
got 6. I'm an average.
Okay, well,
Can I take
no,
one
you
of
get
that
you get
Boone
Boone.
from Tuck?
You get
Oh.
you do get Boone. You
Oh.
are the reason you're getting Boone for this
Sorry,
is
10.
that's good. The reason you're getting Boone for this is because this is a party of literally this is what they do. They are hunters. So you are with the right people and they're showing you the right things. So every intellect roll I'm utilizing intellect as something like a passive perception type skill. So basically every time you roll this, what you're doing is you're searching for signs of tracks, you're understanding the environment, you're looking for anything out of place. This is your active intellect at work, right? And since you're doing this with people that do this for a living, for their livelihood, for fun, you're doing it at a Boone because they're helping you. They're also doing it as well. So with a natural 12 and 3 6s and a 10, I will tell you that first off, Tuck finds the tracks. He helps narrow down the trail. It and what I'll tell you, Tuck, is you spot another one of these massive hoof prints that are, like I said, probably about as large as your saddle almost. And you find the trail. You do actually put the hunting party onto it. And they all kind of whoop at you softly and go, "Ah, he's good, very good. Well done, Temur." And Box looks at you with pride.
Chest swells
Yeah.
with pride.
Absolutely. Box
Tuck's
is
just like,
fucking
I did
radiant. One of the party members claps him on the shoulder and says something in Mongolian. And Box says, "I chose well." Very proud. And you zero in on this trail. And you do see a proper trail now. This is something you have never seen before. Any of you. This is brand new. This is a massive creature that has basically bulldozed through this deep snow. You're not on the rocks anymore. This is like proper snow. It has bulldozed a road basically through this with hooves the size of saddles. And you see there are more than one distinct set of hoof prints with a natural 12 with 3 6s, and also North's help with a 10. You see there's more than one set of hoof prints now. So you can determine that this is at least 2 animals. And you are starting to dial in on this. As you move through, and it takes you about another half hour, you're starting to move through deep snow. The sky is starting to lighten above you now, finally. It's been about, what did I say, an hour and a half? So it's been about 2 hours now, right? This has been about 2 hours you've been on this hunt. You've found the trail. You're moving towards it. The snow is deep. The cold is biting. You're riding these horses the first time amongst hardened men, amongst cognate warriors, picked men. And you're starting to feel the hunt. You're starting to feel that sense of excitement, that sense of blood in the air on this snowy plain, that sense of your heart beating. Dun 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 dun, like a drum in your ears as you start to find your way through the snow. I need you to roll another intellect. Intellect and writing. Actually, both of you need to make intellect and writing. I'm sorry.
Both at Boone?
Intellect at Boone, writing at regular. I see a 9, a 7, 4. Jesus, North. All right. And a 4. Jesus, Tuck. All right.
Jesus, keep getting our asses
The
kicked.
snow's
All right.
deep.
The snow is deep. What I will say is absolutely, that's exactly what it is. You nailed it on the head. The snow is deep. It's probably about 3 feet right now. I mean, maybe 4. You're not sure. Thankfully, you're on a horse. The horse is doing, most of the work. And also, you're in this, like I said, this is like a road. These things are so big, they just plow the snow out of the way. They don't care. This is as light as the snow is going to be, right? So the snow on either side of you is probably about 4.5 feet tall, maybe 5 feet even. Where you're at, it's closer to probably 3 is probably too much. It's probably about 2 feet because they've just plowed this shit aside. As you're moving through the snow, as you're driving forward, as you feel that hunt, like I said, the horses moving beneath you, the tack of the saddles making slight sounds and shifts in this biting cold. It slows. Your pace slows tremendously. Everyone, I will roll for them real quick. Hold up.
What's it? Can I also do something? I'm thinking.
You can do anything you'd like at any point in this expedition. You just need to let me know.
As we're going, I'm wanting to look out to see, like, on the horizon if we can see, like, heat waves, right? Because they're massive creatures. Even with fur, they're gonna produce heat. They have to produce heat to survive, right?
What you know is the way the fur is on these animals is it's extremely thermal retentive, so they don't really put off heat.
No, there's like no heat put off at all. Like
You can determine that every animal is going to have to put off some heat, yes, but it's going to be more like when a buck snorts and you can see the breath kind of thing. It's going to be a lot more stuff like that. A very, very deliberate singular things. The heat on these animals is retained extremely well. You've seen at least one or two of the Cossack men wearing coats made of the hide of one of these. They're
Already? Damn.
they've shown you in that drinking frenzy they had. They went outside buck naked under them, and they were completely warm. Now you don't know why they did that, but that's what they did.
All right.
Regardless, that shows what they were saying is it retains the heat extremely well. It's almost perfectly thermally conductive. You know, it's like the best wool coat you've ever experienced. It just holds everything in. As you move through this, you notice that they're not doing too bad. They're used to stuff like this. This is not horrible for them. One of them is definitely having no problems at all. He's kind of taking point and he's moving through and watching the trail. The rest are hanging back from a variety of reasons. Some to hang back for you, some to hang back because this is just very tricky ground. So you're still with the party very well for the most part. No one's going too wild here. What I will say is it is not untoward for you to try and find traces of them. If you'd like to search for stuff, like, the best way I could explain it, although actually you wouldn't know this information really.
I feel like we need to find like they eat something. Maybe there's a grazing area. They got a shit. Maybe there's
That's
files on
true.
the way.
That's true. God, can you imagine the shit from
Maybe
something
they
that big?
eat people.
Maybe they eat. Maybe they're ambush hunter. We don't know these creatures. They know these creatures.
Yep.
We don't know these
Yep.
creatures.
However you'd like to approach it, I will let you take point. If you have something in mind you'd like to do, please say. If you'd like to roll something, please say.
Yeah, can I do a recon?
Sure, absolutely. At any point you can do a recon.
kinda
That's
just-
that's totally
I'm gonna
fine.
do a recon. Just kind of like since we're sitting, I feel like I still like we're mainly.
What
in
I'll
the
say
trail,
is you
right?
probably crest a hill and everyone kind of slows down for a moment just to kind of grasp the region.
Mhm.
With an 8, you spy areas of this place that look. How do I put this? Where you're at right now, on the crest of this hill, what you can see is this is a land of big plains, big icy plains. There are mountains, like in this bullshit picture I got. There are deep like canyon areas and stuff. But by and large, it tends to be that big plain. But what you can see is there are big valleys that appear. And in some of those valleys, there are areas of quite literally vegetation. Um,
How harsh is the wind
right here, pretty harsh.
in general all day?
Pretty harsh.
situation.
Yeah.
Pretty harsh. All right.
There's not a huge amount of rest from it. I can't tell you any more I mean, this is, I can't tell you more. But that's what I can tell you.
No, I'm just checking. I mean, we're on there. We can see how windy it is. We probably got our little goggles on and whatnot, so our eyes don't get fucking wind burnt.
Yep.
So,
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Talk, is there anything you want to do?
I don't think I told anybody, but there's more than one. So I'm gonna let
You'd
everybody know.
yes, okay, yeah. You'd offer that information up, and the party reevaluates the tracks, and they do. You see a couple of them nod and say, "Yes, you are right. That is good, very good information." And they kind of
do we
engage.
just-
Yes, that is. They
Damn it,
know that
we
now.
have-
It's important.
we
It's
have
important.
No binoculars. Damn it. We didn't buy binoculars, Tuck.
I did tell you guys very clearly before we did this campaign to buy everything you think you need.
Does my eye have
think
a
I
zoom
could-
in feature? That's what I'm trying to figure
Do you
out.
think I could fashion binoculars out of ice?
I think you could
Can
definitely
I roll a
try.
survival check?
You
and see if I can catch-
absolutely can. Yes, I would say please
Fuck it.
do
I
so.
I gotta see this.
I want you to roll
But
another
wait,
three
wait.
sixes.
Wait, hard cut to Maddox, man.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
absolutely. You know what? This is a good spot.
Binoculars.
While you do that, absolutely, this is a good time to shift back to Maddox. Actually.
No,
So-
not a
okay.
shift. Just a hard cut to me
Oh.
loading the binoculars.
Oh.
into the fucking into the snowmobile. Man,
God, I guess they
why
didn't
do we
need
need so
these.
many of these things? Fuck. We got like 5.
I do remember us buying them. I didn't say we brought them, so.
All right, hard cut back.
I mean, it's up to you, Tuck. If you want to roll it, you can absolutely roll it. I have a DR in mind, so go for it.
Dang,
help you.
no, I don't think I'd do it.
5. No, 5. You just like play with ice for a bit.
Get some
Give
duct
him
tape
a
out.
shot.
Box looks a little concerned at this point now, and he goes, "What is the problem, Tuck?"
Oh, just it's a lot of snow. Snowballs. You guys don't play with snowballs.
Like,
Not
I'm putting
for
my
a
hand on
long
my-
time.
Well, I saw it on one of the LED displays back on the Broken Shore. I've never seen snow before, so it's all new to
Oh,
me.
yeah, it would be. I didn't even think about that. You're right. He kind of looks at you with a lot of. That actually did make him happy. That kind of warmed his heart a little bit, and he kind of goes, "It's good. You should have fun. It's good snow. Snow is fun. I like snow. It's good."
Mix it up.
Yep. He says, "Would you reach into your pack? I think you have binoculars in there, in your saddle bag."
All right, I will do that. Do I need to roll for success? Or is he
No,
fucking
it's in
pulling
there
my leg?
because you didn't look in your saddlebags. Neither one of you.
I see him pull out, but I'm gonna go look at mine too.
Yeah, you've got binoculars.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna glass over the vegetation region, see if anything
Okay.
stands out.
Thank you. Perfect. I
That's
need you to
that's the
make
whole
another
plan.
recon. Tuck, if you're gonna do the same. Yep. Sorry, I can only tell you so clearly. Like, if you guys don't look for anything, I can't even give it to you. Okay, 6. Okay. Tuck, you kind of. This is your first time seeing snow. This is cool. You like looking at this shit. It's wild. It's just ethereal, right? It's very interesting to you, right? You don't see much. You just see a lot of snow. North, I would say, with a 10, what you see down in this valley, you could probably classify as something of an oasis, in a way. This looks like, on this planet, with the geothermal activity below the crust, there's a lot of, hot springs, right? This is a very large planet. It has a dense core. There's a lot of water that makes its way up in heated geysers and stuff. I'm just telling you this because you'd be able to pick this up, right? Maybe not in the exact words, but you'd be able to grasp the meaning of
There's
this.
probably steam coming out.
There's
around
steam,
the oasis area.
exactly. There's steam, there's warmth. You'd be able to see that very clearly. And because of that, there is actually regions of very dense foliage on this planet, despite the freezing nature of it. You'd figure there's probably about 20 degrees difference because of the valley and the hot spring, if not even more. It might be closer to 40. This would be the equivalency of basically it's like a conifer forest on Earth, right? These are very hardy trees. Actually, what I can tell you very clearly from what you see with a 10 is they do look like conifer trees. These look like spruce trees, like fir trees, but not in the greens that you're used to. More in the blues and the purples of this environment. You see some that are almost like a dark shade of bluish gray. Like Prussian blue. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a color.
Oh yeah, okay.
In a Prussian blue, you see a darkish reddish maroon colored. Basically, it looks like a pine tree. You see a lot of those. This is basically a forest around this geothermal active area. This is where things are. you know, and you see the trail lead down there. You actually do see an also massive pile of shit on the trail that you aren't sure how you missed. I'm just trying to determine how big it would be considering the size of the hooves. It's probably
You
pretty
know,
fucking
let's say
big.
probably the size of the horse.
It's probably pretty fucking big. I'll put it that way. It's
Oh,
it's significant.
I look at, is that Gunny down there? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It looks like a person all curled up in a ball. As you look down this trail though, and you see this area of surprising life and diversity, because there's like I said, there's the fir trees. You see some scrub bush down there. You see a lot of like grasses that are unique to this area. You see things you weren't expecting to see in an environment as harsh as this. You even see like a stream, like moving water in this environment that's kind of making its way through the valley. And I would say that the reality of this environment is this valley is pretty much full of vegetation. Like, and when I say valley, I mean like a significant valley, right? Like this isn't like, 2 feet.
Yeah. So with the tent and everything, do I see any signs of like life, like animal wise, besides, and I even like the what we're hunting, but just in general?
I was going to get to that, and absolutely, you do. That is actually a very good question. You do actually see other life. Um, Off the top of my head, what I can tell you is you see movement. I think the first thing you would see is like a very. You see something that looks a lot like a fox, but it's about the size of. I don't know. What would be the best equivalency? Maybe like a Great Dane. And it's got that.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of got that vibe to it. It's got a very large bushy tail. It's very, the fur is immense. Like there's a big floof to it, right? Basically, but it's the size of a Great Dane, and it kind of lopes across the environment, stops at the stream, drinks, and then keeps loping off again into the woods again. You see the stream actually does. I would say you'd see some movement in the stream. You'd see, I guess it's more of a river technically. Because I think stream is a little bit too soft for what this is. You see small creatures like the size of rabbits that are moving around. You can't really make out much about them. They just look like fur to you from this distance. You actually do see one or two what look like falcons, but they look like falcons scaled to the size of like very fucking big. I'll put it that way. I don't have a descriptive event for this. These are just very big birds that look like falcons, and you see they have talons that kind of dangle in the wind that are really overdeveloped, is what I'll say.
I feel like the one of the guys would have one of those though.
Huh?
I don't know. Like one of the Mongolian guys would have like a falcon, be a falconeer.
Oh, absolutely. One of them kind of catches a glimpse of it, and he about shits himself with glee. I'll put it that way. He starts pointing at it and just goes, "Oh my god!" Basically in
He
Mongolian.
doesn't about shit himself. He does.
He's very happy.
Did-
He's
I-
very
question-
happy. He's very happy.
It's a little off topic, but does anyone know how falconteering actually works?
I do.
No idea.
They put them they capture them, put them in a dark room,
Mhm.
go feed them for like a couple weeks, and then just they become BFFs. It's Stockholm syndrome, man.
Yeah, basically. That's why when you put the hood on them, they don't fight because they're back in the room.
But sorry, go on.
Yes.
I was just thinking about like I couldn't imagine that giant ass thing getting all pissy with you.
Yeah. It'd get you. But you do see life. I'll put it that way. With a 10, that's what I can tell you. Sorry, I can't give you much more. Also, I had to make that all up. So.
Man, 10 I feel like is for what I got with the 10's pretty nice. So.
Yeah, that was a lot. I gave you probably more than you should have, but that's what you get. And
I mean, I am using binoculars, and it's kind of recon's kind of my thing.
Yeah, I mean, with a 10, it's pretty good. And these are not like dollar store fucking binoculars. They're proper binoculars, and they're like sci-fi new tech binoculars. So you get quite a bit. They're not nothing. Absolutely.
I'm gonna point out the wildlife to Tuck.
Yeah. Do so.
Tuck. Look, you see those little fur balls over there?
Fur balls.
Little fur ball right there. You know, if you go about 2 ticks to the left by the river, or
Yep. Okay. Yep. I got it. I see it.
and you see that giant fox thing. Is that dog? I whatever.
Yep.
Watch it. It's gonna get one of them. Watch.
It does, yeah. It kind of hunkers down and springs, and as it takes a shot at this thing, the furball kind of like pops its head off, head up, not up, off, not up, not off,
Self
up.
destructs.
It explodes into
It
giblets.
just blows up.
It explodes. Now
What is this world?
Ah! No, it pops its head up and then just tries to take off, and it almost gets away. This thing is faster than a cheetah almost. It takes off, but the fox has gotten too close and it catches it right as it starts to go. And yeah, the cruelties of animal kind and nature, it kills it. That's there's I should also point out that like there's almost like a steam that's enveloping this valley from the temperature difference from the river and like the surrounding air. So you've got like almost like a fog too. I should have made that clear. I didn't really explain that very well. So that's kind of the reason why you can only see certain things in this, because there's like an overarching like fog that's kind of keeping everything. It kind of holds the temperature in, and all. This is an oasis for all intents and terms, just to make it clear. In a desert of snow, if that helps you with visualization.
It does.
Okay. What would you like to do? I mean, I know you are free to do what you like. We can continue the hunt here. I actually see the clock is 9:06 for me. Is this too late for you?
No, we got
Red?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Okay. Okay. Well then,
I think we continue on the hunt.
you continue on the hunt.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
I get
We'll
what you're
continue to
picturing.
follow the
So,
trail.
you know
Okay.
what I think of?
What?
Ever heard like Shangri-La?
Shangri-La, and
Where
like,
it's-
yeah,
it's-
absolutely. I think that's an extremely accurate representation in a way. I think the idea of a valley amongst like the Himalayas like that, it's almost correct. Yeah, I would say that makes a lot of sense. Because you see down in the valley, there's not a huge amount of snow, and there's kind of like runoff that comes down this valley from the temperature difference that meets that stream too. So you have like certain rivers and streams that are meeting this bigger river. So absolutely, I mean Shangri-La would be an accurate visualization. Shangri-La meets like Northwoods Forest, like
Mhm.
conifer forest.
But the way you said how like all the snow is popped out, I was just like, yeah, no, Shangri-La's definitely.
Yeah, it's a great analog, absolutely. Riding. I need you to riding. Sorry, excuse me, I was taking a drink. Riding. I need you to do riding. Roll riding for both of you. 9, 6. Tuck, my brother.
I'm getting
I feel
slightly
like
better.
7.
I'm not
I feel
rolling
like
fours anymore.
I feel
Yeah.
like 7 is our threshold that we need to like pass.
Um, you're not going fast, so it's actually fairly low. But so how Traveler works and how I rule things is I set a DR in my mind for what you have to do to succeed, and then I also there's a thing with Traveler where you have how well you succeed. They call it the effect basically. So if you roll like 3 higher, you get a 3 effect, which means you do very very well, right? If you roll under, you do badly, but you do varying levels of bad, right? So
If you
you're
get, like, a
both
2.
succeeding, but you're doing better or worse, you know, because you're not sprinting the horses, so this isn't really all that difficult. This is just determining where you are in relation to everyone else who's doing better, right?
Mm.
And the environment has been harsh enough where everyone's been doing pretty poorly altogether, so I've been rolling for them too. So you've all been kind of staying together just because the environment's been harsh. So a 9 and a 6 is enough. You both, neither one of you falls off your horse or falls back really far. North, you're doing very well. You're near the front. You're near the guy that's way up front at this point, the lead guy. Tuck, you're doing okay. This is still new to you. A lot of this is new to you, actually. Almost all of it, I would say. So you're kind of keeping to the pack.
I'm trying to think of something, what would make sense of why my I know it's just luck, but now I'm trying to think of something like why would my guy be good at riding?
What I'll
Let's
tell
go
you
something like
is we're gonna
motorcycles or something,
sure. What I'll say
or like
is
dirt bikes.
think about that. We're gonna shift back to Maddox. So think about what's going on with your guys, how you want to engage with this. Just do a little bit of thought process for both of you, and then we'll shift to Maddox and we'll shift back. Maddox, what the hell are you doing? You're still working on your not four wheelers, your snowmobiles?
401k.
No. Maddox has got to figure out what the scientists are driving. So he's
Okay.
gonna go try to rally his team of scientists.
Do you need to roll
I assume
endurance,
it's.
or did you hold back during your time with Shirley?
Uh,
Huh? Oh, he wasn't able to hold back. All right, huh?
We cracking.
You do a good. So you're still okay. That didn't take too much out of you. It's she's like laid over one of the snowmobiles. Just alrighty.
I rolled with Boone. Hold on.
I mean, you
Do I
know,
get a
do you
boon?
think you get a boon for that, Maddox? Were
Putting
you
up with
having a
this
good
shit?
time?
Yes,
Were you having
absolutely.
a really? Would Maddox enjoy his time with Shirley or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
then
mean, at
roll
this
it.
point, I feel like they've
Then
grown on each other.
Just.
I would say you roll
even
it at
better,
Bane
10.
because you had a really good time with Shirley. Then.
Alright. 4.
Yep. It kind of wore you out a little bit. Oh shit.
It's not the. Yeah, this is exactly how it went. 8, 10, 4.
Oh, perfect.
That's right,
Gotcha.
he
That makes a lot of
started
sense then, yeah.
He started great.
He started
middle of
great,
the
found his
section, the
stride,
best,
and then
he's
had very
tired.
little left. Yep.
And
Now he's tired.
and-
Yep.
We're talking three times in an hour.
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
yeah. All I can say is if she wasn't an ally before, she probably is about now.
God damn.
Shirley's a big fan of yours. She always has been. But yeah, as you leave her with the snowmobiles, and she kind of smacks you on the ass as you leave. She says, "I'll put a little work in on them. I'll make sure they're
She
running
can
good."
move,
I mean, she's a Vrinkari.
walking with her legs tucked in like a limp.
I'll put it this way, she's really comfortable right now. But she kind of like reaches out and kind of smacks as you go by and says, "I'll put some work in on the snowmobiles. Go have fun, Chief."
Roll up and did she get pregnant? Let's see.
Oh God.
This is my goddamn
I don't know
game.
if
I'll
that's-
roll what I gotta roll, motherfucker.
I
And you don't
I
get to
know
know
if
about it
that's
even if she does.
I don't know if that's possible.
We
I
don't know. What I'll say is you actually don't know. This is actually
but
not something you have knowledge of. The Vrinkari
it's
came on the Ark
about the same, right?
about what?
The reproductive organs, right?
I mean, yeah, it's the same as
All right.
slot tab A, slot B. Yeah,
Okay.
everything works correctly. I mean,
That's
not to
why I
be
just wanna make
crude.
sure.
Not to be crude. If we want the dirty details, she's not very big. She's also pretty athletic.
Ugh. All right.
You enjoyed yourself. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll leave the
yeah,
dirty
no,
details separate.
8,
But
8, 10, 4.
8, 10, 4. Yeah, very
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah.
You had nothing left by the end. Yeah. She got
There's
what she
nothing
wanted. The Vrinkari are fairly new to humanity, along with every other alien that came on the Ark. You know
So
that
there's
the Ark.
definitely done it before, but it's still a little weird.
It's not taboo. Like, it's not
Yeah.
ridiculous. You know that every alien that came on the Ark, for some reason or another, does actually fit with human genitalia. Sorry, that's just the only way I can put it. So whatever
Maybe that's
species
just
are on the Ark, for whatever reason, it does work. You don't know about pregnancies and stuff. You're not very familiar with it.
He's not a science guy. All right, he's got to go find.
He's got to go do that. We need to get off this topic before we stay there for like an hour and a half. Yeah. Yes. So you go find. Roll your fucking
missed my
recon
phone
or
joke.
intellect.
What was the no,
Recon
never
or
mind.
intellect? What did you
Yeah.
say, Lonely?
I said, missed my
I
funny
don't
joke.
have
I'm like, he
recon.
might not be a scientist, but he loves his biology.
Yeah, yeah. He seems to have been rolling.
I rolled with Bane,
You
but I
still
got a
rolled really good, so you got out of there pretty quick, I think. Otherwise, she was gonna pull you back in. But yeah,
uh that was
I
an
just
intellect check.
imagine Gunny at the door going, "I gotta go," and then just leaving.
Gunny's
Ah,
is like there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
There's
He
nothing left. He
walks out the
limps
door.
away. Yeah, with a 4, you do actually limp away. I would say.
Oh fuck.
I need a juice box.
Yeah, you probably need a
fucking-
juice box. You make your way around with a 10.
It's
You
when you watch one of those NFL players that have torn their groin, they kind of
yeah, the stiff leg. Uh, yeah, you do find your way around. I would say you're trying to find your scientist or the scientist in
Our
general.
scientists.
Okay.
Our scientists.
You know
Which
that
is gonna be significantly harder, I'd imagine.
with a
Mark gets
10,
back to Tuck and he-
you know you can
North
find at
75.
least one. You know that you could probably find Von Leibowitz very quickly because he's fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And
I'll leave this.
and you do find him fairly quickly. He's
There he
actually
is.
he's actually surprisingly at the hall, at the eating hall, mess hall. So you do find him fairly quickly, and he kind of waves you down as you.
Oh, he waves me down.
Yeah, he waves you down. Well, he sees you, and he sees you come
Ooh.
in, and he kind of waves you over as you go get a juice
Okay.
box and meet him at the table. What is
Nice.
It's good to see you. What is wrong, Maddox? You look a little worn out.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
You know if what are you guys riding with? I got all of our shit packed on the bikes we're using
Hmm.
to get to the. I know we have a few days,
Yes.
but I just thought I'd load it up, and so I loaded all our stuff on the I guess snowmobiles that we're using.
Yes.
What are you guys riding in?
We had not really discussed it yet. And he kind of looks at you.
Do I need to go acquire things?
I would imagine we could borrow some snow machine from the scientist collective here. If need be, we could take a snowcat or something similar.
So I don't need to acquire anything.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, if you'd like to, you can always acquire something, but we could probably find our way with borrowed equipment. It is up to you.
Right. You let me know if it's up to your standard, and if it's not, we can acquire some better equipment for you.
He nods and he says, yes, it's fine with me. I am Prussian. It is always fairly easy for me to travel. We appreciate these fine things, but we are warriors, and we are comfortable in anything. My colleagues, however, I don't know. That is more their speed. Up to them.
Where are the colleagues of yours?
They are, I say, trying to find my fucking sheet. Jesus Christ, man. Everything's
You
everywhere.
have times and locations of of where they are.
No, I just have to find their
Oh.
names and shit. They're there. Dr. Ignatius Tesla Black is, I would assume, staring at the piece of metal being hit with a laser for God knows what
Diddle.
reason.
Well, you
Have
know
you
what
seen that yet?
reason. Yeah.
Yes, he likes the colors, he said. He's a concerning man.
They're still hitting it with the laser.
He's demanded it.
How much influence do you guys have over these other scientists?
He kind of like puffs up even bigger and he says, well, I am, not to be so blunt, but I am of the aristocracy. of Prussia. My country holds a holds quite a lot of power in the courts of the old continent. And as I am of the aristocracy itself, I hold significant sway. Um, Dr. Ignatius, for some reason or another, has tremendous sway on the Broken Shore. Professor Lionel Grimshaw is old aristocracy himself of the British Crown in archaeology. I don't know about the Empire's representative, Tang Shuyun. She is odd. I don't know. She is. I, he kind of looks concerned at her. She is important, I think. She has not really even proclaimed what her specialty is. All we've been able to pry is she has military adjacent research that she does. And Kurota, Isamu Kurota of the Chrysanthemum Throne, is a premier scientist of electronics from the Chrysanthemum Throne. We all hold fairly prestigious positions. So quite a bit.
No, you guys are biology majors, right?
No, no, I don't believe so. I believe there are some here, though, if you would like to check.
I gotta go find one. I stand up, walk away,
Good luck!
and he gets distracted and he doesn't ask about it.
Okay.
He forgets to ask.
You you could if you'd like to. I will create a
No,
biology man right now.
he would not. He wouldn't remember. He's gonna go, ooh, food. Go eat something.
As you do that, he calls out to you and he goes, you know, I think there is a member of the Soriana Sikh that is a biology man. He is quite fond of the wildlife here. I think his name is Ivanovich. Vasily Ivanovich, I want to say.
We will bring back one of these creatures.
What creatures?
Give it to him. The ones they talked about in the caverns. Oh, you weren't there. You wouldn't know about that.
There are creatures
don't
in the
worry about it.
caverns?
We will protect you. Don't worry about it. Walk away.
Fade to black. We cut back to the other part of the party. There we go, really quick.
And Tuck, I wonder what Gunny's up to.
Probably having the time of his life.
Or being harassed.
Yes.
When the hell you catch up? I thought I was way up here by myself with this guy.
Yeah, actually, he probably was. But I think it'd be easily to. You have shortwave, like you have like personal communicators, you know, that I think probably don't have access to an internet or necessarily like a satellite. Well, actually, there's like 8 ships above you, so you technically do have satellites. Didn't think about that till just now. But they wouldn't be doing that. Never mind. I take it back. So, but you'd be able to like walkie-talkie each other on like a local frequency, basically.
Oh yeah.
So if you wanted to talk to each other, you could. Oh no, I already fixed this. The suits can talk to each other. That's right. Surely suits have an internal communicator that can connect to the other suits. That's right. So you're talking to each other as you go, if you want.
Oh cool. I don't have to fucking put it
Within
in
like
one deal.
within like I don't know, like a mile or something like that.
Well, that's pretty nifty, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep. So as you make your way down this slope, you guys are talking, yippee doopy, yippee doopy, yip 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 yip, and you see this basically this new world open up before you. Instead of the harsh plains and steppe of the ice and snow, you still see that it's cool, but it's not cold anymore. it's probably like 40 degrees, almost.
Compared to like
Just
the negative is outside is wild.
it's a big change. It's a significant change, I would say. You can see like this river is fairly warm though. Like I can tell you that fairly clearly. This is a warm river. It's not scaldingly hot. You could probably even bathe in it if you wanted to. I guess you don't know
It's
that,
like a
but
hot tub.
it's like a hot tub. Yeah, this is a
Probably like
warm. This
sitting
is like a
about
hot
like
spring.
97.
This is like a hot spring. Yeah. So I mean, just the huge amount of heated water, like I said, that comes up through this, that is continuously moving, and just being heated does bring the temperature up quite a bit. It actually is quite comfortable if you were to take your gear off around this river, just from the heated water. You know,
Hmm.
what is like a hot tub, like 98 degrees or something like that? What is it?
98 to 116.
98 to 116.
Yeah. Typically like 100 and 105, really.
I would say it's probably
90,
about
90 98 makes it feel like there's no change in between your body temperature and the water. Um, Anything above really 100 makes it feel warmer, like a nice bathtub. Um,
I would say this is probably like 106 degrees. If I had to give you a random analog, that's probably what it feels like. This water, right? Let me explain that in the world instead of giving you hard numbers. As you move closer to this river, it starts to heat up, and you do actually feel a little warm in your clothing. Um, you see that the others do as well, and they start to like remove their hats and stuff. Like it's significantly more comfortable here. You can understand why life is so abundant in this area. You see, as you get close to this river, you see things under the water that look like sockeye salmon, but they're about 3 feet long, and they move quickly, and they like smash their tails and just move very fast. This is a proper river. It's not a stream. This is like 20, 30 feet across. This is like an actual like river, and it contains water that's moving fairly quickly. Actually, it's not like breakneck speed, but it is moving with a certain
Why
amount of
are all
speed.
these ding dongs living in this fucking mountain area when they could be living in this place that's obviously way better?
I know, right?
That is dramatic
Because
irony at its finest.
that is
What I
not
need from
even
both of you
close.
after having said that, really remarkably timed, by the way, is roll intellect at, I don't know, Bane probably. Roll it even. Roll it even. Okay. North. You are the only one who hears this. It sounds like a rock slide. Until
What
you
the
realize
hell?
it's not. It's a growl.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Tuck,
You
you hear
hear.
that shit?
You hear.
I'll
What?
hear what?
I'm gonna pull my gun out.
Yeah, that's
And
as you
I,
say
I see him
that.
pull the gun out. I'll pull my bow out and knock an arrow.
The rest of the party sees this, and then they feel the foliage around you start to move and kind of shake a little. And as you look into the conifers, you see two dinner plate sized eyes, as
oh fuck!
gold as a gold coin, looking out at you. What do you do? Because I will give you a very brief moment here to react.
Did we dismount or are we still mounted?
I'm gonna say if you wanted to check the river temperature, you dismounted. If you didn't,
I'm
you can stay mounted.
dismounted then.
You dismounted? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever went to the river, so I'm still
I'm gonna
mounted.
work I'm gonna work slowly to my horse with my gun ready to go.
I'll just probably I'll yell to Box, like I'll just say like Box, and then I'll just like point to where I'm pointing at and get everybody's attention.
He looks and he stills very quickly, and he says, "Those are hunter's eyes. Don't move quickly." Move slowly
Glad I said
back
I'm
to the
moving
horses. Move slow. And he says this in Mongolian for effect. Move slow, move slow. Hunter, hunter. And they all start to move back to their horses very slowly, all with eyes on this whatever it is in the undergrowth, in the trees. As you slowly back towards your horses. I assume. Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm slowly going to my horse, not taking my eyes off the thing.
As you get to your horses, this thing moves closer to the light, and you see a paw land in the just the barest glow of the red light, and it is huge, and it has 5 massive black claws on a white paw, and this thing is probably about the size of, I can't even tell you the closest analog. It's probably about 3 feet in diameter. Or in radius. No, in diameter, sorry. So if you hold your hands out, it's about as wide as me. I don't know if you know how big I am, but it's about as wide as me.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
That's the hand?
it's the paw, yeah.
God.
And it's the claws on it are probably the size of like a small sword. I'll put it that way. Maybe like more like a very large, like a Bowie knife, right? They're as big as a Bowie knife, and they're that curved traditional hunter's claw, right? North both rolls dexterity. Did you shit
I
yourself?
rolled
What
the next.
happened?
I'm backing up. I'm backing up and watching.
Okay,
So I'm
yes.
not watching where I'm going.
Excellent,
So I've seen if
excellent.
I fell on my ass.
That is actually a really good thing to do, and I would say, Tuck, you should actually roll that too. I'm glad you did that.
What am I
That was
rolling?
very dexterity.
The one thing you're good at.
And I roll
Woo!
horrible every time.
Tuck, you are watching this thing very, very well until all of a sudden you're on your ass with a thud as you've tripped over a large rock.
Oh, I've been on my horse the whole time.
Oh, have you? Oh, then you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, he's not, I'm the only one who dismounted.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
him,
I
me, and the other
misunderstood.
Mongolian.
That's on me. That's on me. Then you're probably fine.
You're good, dude.
You just fumble like a shell and it lands on the ground or something. You pull your shotgun, I assume, or did you pull your bow?
Not the
He's got
bow.
a bow.
You fumble an arrow and it drops back into the holster at your side. There you go. As just the paw is sitting outside in the light. That's all you can see besides the eyes right now. And you can hear that growl again. And that's what's happening. You slowly back away more and more, and it watches you. Doesn't move anymore. Doesn't really care. It just watches you with that one paw splayed out on the ground, the claws wide, and toying with the earth as it kind of kneads the ground with the claws. As you slowly back away and ride around this forest to the other side on the other. I would say you probably do like a half moon around the outside of this.
We back up for a little bit where we think we're good, where we can bolt if we need to.
So like I said before with Tuck and with Red, very good dramatic timing, Red. Well done.
Right.
You know
I
what
was
cracks
just
me up?
about to do that, so that was really good timing. I wonder why they don't live here. Mm-hmm. That was good timing.
Yes. Oh, Tuck, I think we know why they don't live here.
Yeah. You do find your way around. I'd say you do notice that the tracks also go this way too, so they must have spotted this as well. So you're still on the trail of the hunt. You're just in a different part of this now. You've kind of had to skirt back around the edge of the valley and then come back in more towards the other side, basically, away from this creature. That never followed you. You do notice that. There was definitely a gleam in the eyes that understood you were not attempting to attack it, and it was choosing not to attack you. So you can understand that there was intelligent, maybe not like a hunter's intelligence, right?
What color was the paw?
It was white. It was like a white with gray streaks in it. Well, like that
What?
Prussian blue. Sorry, with that Prussian blue. Sorry, I'll
So
have
it
to
blends
give
in
you.
with the.
It
almost
blends
like
in
a tiger.
extremely well. Yes, it almost
Sounds
like a
like
tiger
tiger,
stripe.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good example. It blends in extremely well. You notice that, except for the very large black claws. Yeah,
Yeah, well, if it's in the snow, it'd be hidden. So.
those would be hidden. Yeah. I'm gonna have you roll intellect and writing one more time here, just to determine where we're at, and then we'll. Jesus Christ! Wow, you're shitting yourself still, North. All right. Tuck rolled Dex. No, he rolled intellect. I need you to roll writing too, Tuck. Both of you.
I didn't mean to roll animals. Didn't mean to roll
It's
animals.
okay.
Trying to
I'm
open
just
it.
trying to get you. Yep,
Okay, I
there.
got
9's good. Tuck rolled an 8. Perfect. You're both doing excellent. Except North is shitting himself actively.
I'm just like a little like, ugh, like, oh god, I hope the things have followed us. Ugh.
Yeah, you're watching the rear. Absolutely. I think that's fair. Tuck, you do actually find the trail again. Botch is once again proud as punch as he watches you come close to this again with like a hunter's instinct. He's very pleased. And you do find the trail again, you follow it, and you watch as it leads into the woods. And where it does lead into the woods, the trees are, how do I put this? Shoved aside would be the term, in a way. The other way to put it would be one of them is shattered like a fucking, like a pencil at an angle. The other way would be some of the roots are pushed up. Whatever this thing is has the capacity to just move shit out of its way. So what I'll say is, I know we're short on time. Do we want you? I know we didn't actually hunt anything today. I apologize for that. Would you like to continue to do this and get the hunt done? I'll try and make it brief. Or would you like the table is here, and we'll come back to it?
I think I gotta table it.
You got to table it? Okay.
I can hear it. Red wants to finish it, but he's like, I